I want you to ask yourself a question. Are you an adventurous person? And if you say yes, then I want you to ask yourself the question, what is adventure? Do we even know what it means? How did adventure evolve from Lewis and Clark all the way to today when a group of people will hashtag adventure on a picture of them getting brunch with their friends? Somewhere between then and now, we have completely watered down and forgotten what this word even means. After all, if the barrier of entry for adventure is going to a local coffee shop, then everything must be an adventure. And if everything is an adventure, then nothing's an adventure. Right? So, what is adventure? I don't think I was quite sure what an adventure really was before embarking on the journey I'm about to tell you. It all started when I decided I was moving from Australia to the United States of America, and like all great adventures, it has a major plot twist.
Are you kidding me? No, you're not.
I'm actually serious.
No, you're not.
I'm in between you guys.
What?
So Grace and I are leaving today from Brisbane, Queensland, coming down to Sydney. And this week was our last time hanging out with Grace's family.
Yeah, I think it's just starting to feel like the closing of a chapter. Like, I know we've been closing the chapter, but it's starting to feel that way. I think for the first time today, I actually felt those feelings.
Yeah. But why were we leaving Australia in the first place? Well, that's the first lesson I learned about adventure. And it's that adventure never really starts until something goes wrong. The definition of adventure is an undertaking usually involving danger or unknown risks. So the first sign of something being a real and true adventure is something not going to plan. And the reason we were leaving Australia is because almost nothing went to plan. In May of 2022, Grace and I moved to Australia and planned to open a coffee shop in the inner west. And after an entire year of planning and purchasing and training and making relationships with people in Sydney, Grace and I have chosen to just understand this was a part of the adventure all along. Grace and I didn't succeed at opening up a coffee shop in the inner west in Sydney, but we did succeed in going on one of the greatest adventures we've ever had in our lives. Time just seems like it's going so fast. Like, we went to Queensland last week. Since we've been back, it's just like every day is going in a flash. So before we know it, we're going to be moving across the world in 12 days. How are you feeling 12 days from moving?
Excited. I feel excited.
How are you feeling about like right now in the move?
The days do feel like they're going really fast.
This is the earliest I've ever packed for a trip.
I'm so proud of you.
Well, I haven't packed, but I've started. We're getting our last sausage sizzle from Bunny's before we go to America.
Just one onion?
Yes, please. Sad days.
Onion.
How are you feeling about this being your last sausage sizzle
Sad.
ever?
There's just something about this combo. I don't know what it is. I didn't even used to like onions. But now, I don't know.
Check. So we leave in how long?
2 days. Well, 1 day, 2 nights.
How do you feel about that?
It still feels very surreal.
Of the last year of us living in Australia, what is one word that you would use to describe this last year?
Necessary.
Why?
Because you had never visited Australia and you hadn't even met one of my brothers. and you only had verbal context for where I was from. You had never experienced the culture or the food or the places, the beaches, all of those things. And I feel like there was a big portion of who I am as a person that you could only know in theory until you came here. You know? And I feel like that always, not that it didn't affect our relationship, but I feel like there would have been like some kind of, there would have been a disconnect there because you would have never experienced that. And it's the level of experience that you could only have if you lived here. Like if we always lived in America and you only visited Australia, you never would have had the level of connection with the culture that you've had. So yeah, I would just say necessary.
I think it's just been like it's been eye-opening in negative ways and in positive ways. When things in life don't go the way that you want to, like, you can see it as a failure, and it's easy to look at it as a failure on paper, but I think it is also not that hard to look at it from a way of like learning and taking it and using everything you learned about things not working out the way that you anticipated. So I feel like moving into the next season, I already want to use what we've learned this season. And it was during this processing of what was about to happen to us that I realized the second key element of every great adventure. And that's experiencing something you've never experienced before. And it usually comes in the form of a new feeling. Grace and I were experiencing a lot of new emotions: failure, a sense of new perspective, excitement, and sadness, all in ways we'd never felt before. It's finally happening.
It's happening. I'm doing this. Can you believe it?
Look at us.
Look at us. Who would have thought?
Not me.
Listen, 18 months ago, I feel like I was doing something very similar to this.
Too small.
I've been in Australia for many years and our plans got derailed, but I've been choosing to think about it this way. The Lord knew we would be in America for however many years He has us there, but in His kindness He allowed Sutton and I to move to Australia for almost 18 months, to be completely supported financially, to find an amazing church family, show Sutton Australia and our culture, and get irreplaceable time together with you all.
I promise you this vehicle is headed somewhere.
Sullivan,
So,
how are you feeling
welcome
about
back
us?
to my channel.
How are you feeling about us being back?
Taking a
in
little bit of a hiatus, and I just
little
want to welcome
bit.
everybody back to Sutton Jonah Brady. Sutton has not been fully transparent with you about the whole situation. He has a second middle name. It's not Sutton Jonah Brady. It's Sutton Jonah Coleman Brady.
Yeah, you tell the people.
So I don't know
He's
what
neglected the second middle
the
name,
whole,
and I'm not about
the
it.
premise is deception.
It's built on lies.
Just a few days ago, I was reunited with my brother Sutton Jonah Brady, and it was awesome. And then a few days after that, Grace came back, and I was so excited about seeing Grace and Sutton,
Wait.
reunite with my children, and I missed it both times. So it was fine.
It was.
It's good to have him back. Missed him.
Look at that.
Only disappointment is Sutton didn't come back with a raging Australian accent.
The truth is, I haven't been telling you the full story. And the thing I left out is the third thing that I learned about adventure. And it's that it changes you forever. And the thing that changed me forever about this adventure is the fact that a few weeks before leaving from America, leaving behind Australia, moving across the world, getting new jobs, getting a new home, and restarting, was that we found out that Grace was pregnant.
Are you kidding?
Grace just went into Coles, which is a shopping center in Australia, and we're about to go to the gym, but Grace thinks that she might be pregnant, so she's grabbing a pregnancy test.
Is your heart beating fast?
No, I'm just trying to think about it. Grace did the pregnancy test. Now let's see.
I actually think less that I'm pregnant now than what I did the other time.
Let's just stop freaking ourselves out. Let's just see.
Babe.
Wait, is that like 100%? Is that 100%? The second one shouldn't have figured all, should it?
Last time I did it, it didn't come up at all. That's a second line.
We're gonna have a kid. Obviously, we are having a child, which is crazy to even say. How do you think my family's gonna react to us telling them that we're having a baby?
No, you're not. Are you kidding me? No, you're not.
I'm actually serious.
No,
It's a pregnancy test.
Stop it!
Guys, I'm gonna show you something.
Show us.
Dude, I was literally just doing that. You're joking.
No, I'm 100% serious. I took that this morning. Yeah, doing good. I just wanted to show you something.
What? Stop! Wait! Stop! No! Are you kidding me? No way! Congrats! No way! No way! No way! No way! No way!
No, you're not. Are you kidding me? No, you're not.
I'm actually serious.
No, you're not.
I'm in between you guys. What?
I freaking knew it!
No, you're not. Stop. There's no way.
So what is adventure? I think I found out a lot about adventure over the last few months. When I went out to make this little movie about adventure and what it meant, I just had this feeling about what adventure could be and what adventure should be and how overused that word was. And I had no idea about just how adventurous these past few months would be. It's really like reaffirmed in me this belief that I've always had that adventure only comes when you don't know what's gonna happen and when something crazy that you never could have planned for happens. I think there's a way to live that is truly adventurous. In the last few months, I think certainly qualify for an adventure. Thanks for coming along with me on this ride. It's been such a crazy journey just moving, and I do get people asking me, and I ask myself the same question of, what is this experience like, and what does it feel like to move across the world, and what does it feel like to
to have so many uncertainties and then just to keep pushing forward. And in the middle of all that, to find out you're having a kid. And I worked really hard on making sure that this would capture some version of that story. And I really appreciate you watching. And I am going to be posting less often, but trying to continue to tackle this question of what is adventure and what does it look like to live an adventurous life.